Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today in this multiple part series I will be talking about summarizing data with multiple options, and I will split this video into probably 3 or 4 parts. We will see how it goes. So I welcome you to my channel and I hope you have a good day, and let's start. So why this video series in the first place? Because recently in my workplace, I was talking to a friend who was trying to add data, and what I see simply terrified me, because what he was doing was copying this, pasting it somewhere else on the worksheet, then he chose a filter, selected the correct name, went to a value, copied the value, and pasted it here. And if you have small enough data set, like few rows, this will get the job done, but it's not efficient at all, and it basically creates multiple problems and huge error possibilities. So in today's video, I will show multiple ways to solve this problem. So first, here we have a data set that consists of ID number, first name, last name, country, city, amount. And because of this, we want to do some summarizing to do. So let's say the first name and the last name are our salespeople, for example. And then we want to summarize their total sales, excluding the country and city, because for this example, this won't matter. So in the one of most basic methods, what we can do is we can extract the unique first name and last name values. I will do it here. Ctrl+Shift+V allows us to simply paste text only. And this is very important because this way we don't have to worry about formats and how it looks, and basically how it looks. So now I will use unique function to extract unique name and surname. And because of how this function is constructed, I am 100% sure that this Lisa Breckenridge exists only once in this dataset. We can also check this by applying filter, Ctrl+Shift+L. And when I select Lisa, I can see that she exists only once under this surname. But this might be the wrong example, so let's check Arika, also only once. Never mind then. Basically, this is the same result as if you would concatenate those two and then extracted unique values. And now we want to summarize our data by first name and last name. So for this, I will use the sumif function, sumifs function. And why I'm using SUMIFS for single criteria? Because this function, in my opinion, is the most efficient, and because how it is constructed, it's basically easier to use than simple SUMIF, which also has some advantages in very rare cases, but this is not it. So because I want to make this video easy for everyone, I will use simply the SUMIFS function. And the first parameter is the sum range. The sum range is basically all the values we want to add up. Semicolon, and then criteria range 1. Criteria range 1 will be our first name. So again, the full column. And now we have criteria. So here, because I'm working on Office 365, I can select whole column with my name. Now, as you can see, it's criteria range 2, in which I will select my surname. And in criteria 2, I'm selecting this surname from here. Close the parentheses and enter. And when I select the whole range here, Control Shift down arrow, I can use another shortcut, which is Alt HK. And as you can see, it got formatted as currency to easier viewing. So now, as you can see, I summed up the data by name and surname. And if we go back here and I will select Lisa again, I've got Lisa here, and as you can see, the amount does correspond. So let's verify if this formula works correctly, and to do so, I will simply change the second name into Lisa, and as you can see, it's 632, 388,98. And if I select those data here for Lisa, I've got the exact same solution. So I'm 100% sure that this works. To reverse the changes, we can use Ctrl Z. And here we have our report ready. So this is the basic SUMIF function with two criteria. And here we can create another SUMIF function, but this time we have a bit different job, because we have our seller in this column, we have country in this column, and city in this column. And I will do basically the same thing as I showed before, but on different dataset to show you how it basically works. So I copy my headers. Now I'm going for the unique formula for all three columns. And here are the unique values. How do I know that this is correct? Okay, so this data set in its own is basically unique. So This table actually shows us the correct values per those candidates, so we don't need this. But we can do a bit different. We can do Lisa and country as unique, or if you're not sure, you can go by single column. Or actually, no, you can't, because if you go by single column, it will not give you all the results that you wanted. I will do it differently then. So here I will simply merge the name, whole range, because we are working in Office 365, and I will connect this with underscore, like so. And the second part will be country. And here I have a unique column for the unique formula. So if I go by unique in this column, I got 992 unique rows. And if I do it the same formula, but on both columns like this, as you can see, the result is basically the same. So this, how you do it, doesn't matter, but the difference is with selecting both columns, like in column I can spell the formula into all necessary rows and both columns, which makes my life a lot easier. So let me copy this, paste it here, and then sum up. And if I go into SUMIFS formula, I'm selecting this whole column. My first criteria range is the name. My criteria is this column. My second criteria is country. And once more, this is the second criteria. If I press enter, then Control space to select whole column, and Alt H K to format. This I am receiving the result I wanted. I've got my name and country and the sum. I can also use SUMIF formula for very simple use, which is the single column summarization. So if I go into the unique, let's go with this. And if I go into the unique formula, get the unique names, and as you can see now, I've got only 935 names. And here I wish to summarize data. So SUMIFS again, amount, criteria range, it's this one, and as you can see here in the criteria, the range is marked as column, row number, and then hash or pound sign, depending on how you're used to name it. Basically, the pound sign or hash sign means that get me everything from the spelled formula in the selected cell. And if I close the parentheses and hit enter, another controls page and Alt HK, I'm getting the result for each name separately. So this was part 1 of the video. If you have any more questions, please contact me in the comments, or in the about section there is an email to me, so you can email me with questions and some data you need to adapt, correct, or change. And I will see you soon in the part 2. So I hope you enjoyed, liked, and if you can, please subscribe to my channel.